welcome back to my channel. Oh, I've got some crazy hair going on, but that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't distract you too much. My whole thing for today is I was making noodles for Christmas, and I thought, why am I doing this without recording it so that you guys can see it? But it's kind of, I've already started, so I'll tell you. Okay, so I use a cup of flour. All-purpose flour is what I use. You're going to use non-bleached or bleached or what, you know, there's different ways to, you know, different flours, obviously. You use whatever flour you have, but a cup of flour and about a cup of flour. Everything is kind of estimated because you're going to use extra flour too. And I used approximately a half a teaspoon of salt, and you can again use whatever kind of salt you have. And then I used 2 eggs. So at this point, let me go ahead and pick that up. At this point, this is how it looks. I have my dough here. I've already put it through my noodle press, whatever this thing is called, a few times to try to flatten it, and now I've got it folded again and again and again. But anyways, so you can stop here and you can freeze this. This freezes really well. The only thing is make sure that you completely thaw it before you try to mull it. After that, I put on a Christmas movie, but apparently it wasn't a very good one. Anyways, they're also in the process of making a cake. So the cake is done, and they're just waiting for it to, oh, let's make sure we cover. We're waiting for the cake to completely cool down before we frost it, and we've got some little things to put on top of it.
Can you roll this?
You could roll it. You could roll it. I did start out that way.
I'm gonna roll it.
Oops.
I'm gonna roll it, Mama.
Alright, you roll it while I'm talking. But there's lots of different ways of doing it. You can cut it with a pizza cutter. You can cut it if you don't have this flattened, this noodle maker thing, whatever, this jig. I was blessed enough to get one from my mother-in-law years ago, and it's definitely come in handy over the years. But a good old rolling pin does help and does work just as well. And then I like using one of these too, because as you do it, you keep adding flour, and it, you know, again, I'm not wearing a apron because for some reason, as much as I love aprons, I forget to put them on. I put them on my kids when they're cooking with me, but then when I'm doing stuff, I forget, and then I'm, you know, filthy. But anyways, so I'm going to be finishing these up. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through the other part of my noodle maker, which is going to make them the strips. I'm going to lay them out. I do have a noodle hanger, but it really doesn't hang as much as I need it to. I'm also going to make another batch of this because we've got lots of kids and lots of kids' significant others coming over, where I guess for an update for Christmas. Our Christmas is going to look a little different this year because my husband's work schedule is a bit crazy.
I'm going to help roll.
You're going to help roll. Yeah, you're getting some muscles doing that too, huh? So, I think, well, we did some Christmas gifts with the kids this morning. My husband's hours, he works nights tonight, so he won't be home till midnight at least. So we did this morning, you know, Florida family. We're in Ohio. Florida family, my husband's parents and sisters, and even our presents that our kids got each other. We went ahead and let them open those. And tomorrow being Christmas, today is Christmas Eve. It doesn't feel like Christmas Eve at all, but this year has been just as crazy as last year. Just in different ways, I guess. But, I don't know what's going on with this lighting. It keeps coming and going. But the Christmas Day, my husband doesn't work nights. He works morning, like during the, main shift. So he's in the day. So what will happen is, instead of doing Christmas morning like traditionally people do, where the kids wake up in the morning and do that, we